ज्योति स्टेनो टाइपिंग कॉलेज में आप सभी का स्वागत है बच्चों। टेस्टों के त्यौहार आ रहे हैं। ये इंग्लिश 80 WPM डिक्टेशन क्लास है, तो इस डिक्टेशन को अच्छे से लिखें और जो है इसको पढ़ें, और पढ़ करके ये जो वेबसाइट है इस पर जा करके केसी फोल्डर में ये है 212 नंबर KC 212 है। ये 212 नंबर डिक्टेशन है जो सीन की तरह कर रहे हैं, जो हम सीन की तरह कर रहे हैं, तो वहाँ जाके टाइप करेंगे KC 212 पे। डिक्टेशन स्टार्ट आफ्टर 5 सेकेंड। Madam, the railway minister has again come before the house with his appropriation bill. Taking advantage of the occasion, I would like to put some points about the performance of the railway before the Honorable Minister for clarification. While the Honorable Minister has come out with his appropriation bill, he has also come up with another proposal that to implement the pay commissions award, he will have to raise some monies to the tune of rupees 320 crores by raising the freight structure of the Indian Railways. Only 9 months back, when the railway budget was placed before Parliament, the railway minister justified the necessity for a hike in passenger fares, and that too for better performance of the railways and for giving more amenities to the passengers. Of course, there is not enough scope for a thorough review of the performance of the railways during the last 9 months, but still some points may be discussed. Definitely, the minister will take pride in his own performance. But I do not know whether the Honorable Minister has any knowledge or connection with what the passengers say about the railways. Perhaps he may not be having any contact with the ordinary public who travels by the railways. They have a number of substantial complaints against the performance of the railways. True, some new trains have been introduced during this time, and for some of the trains the running time has been reduced, but not to the extent to which it was there 5 or 6 years back. But if you look at the railway system as a whole, you will find that improvement of the total railway system has remained at a big zero. There is no improvement if you look at the overall performance of the railways. Madam, during this period, both the passenger traffic and the freight traffic have gone up, and that has given additional revenue to the railway administration. But what about proper utilization of the money that the railways are earning for the proper administration of the railway system? Now, on the one hand, the railway minister has come up with a proposal for a hike in the freight structure, and on the other, the railway Ministry has decided to set up a railway finance corporation to raise rupees 250 crore because of inadequacy of budgetary support for the Indian Railways. During the third five-year plan, 16% of the national plan was allocated for the railways. Then it started reducing. In the 10th plan, it came down to 5%, and in the 11th plan, it is expected to be 6%. It means the allocation for the railways, which is the biggest public utility service in our country, is a very small fraction of the total outlay available in our plans. Who is responsible for this? Are the public to suffer for this, and will the government every year come up with proposals for raising passengers' fares on the freight structure? Only 9 months back, they came up with a proposal and raised the passenger fares. Now they are raising the freight structure. This is putting additional burden on the people as a whole. What will be the effect on the economy in general if these rupees 320 crores are collected through this hike in the freight structure? It will have a disastrous effect on the total economy that will lead to serious inflation. If we go in for a rise in the administered prices by raising the freight structure, they say it may lessen the burden on the people or minimize the burden on the people. Whatever it is, the fact is that the effect of this hike in the freight structure will be serious on the total economy, and prices of all essential commodities are bound to go up. So, madam, I feel that the railway administration is putting additional burdens on the people several times every year. Now, coming back to the passenger traffic, I would like to mention that some trains have been introduced, but I do not know whether the minister has any experience of traveling in the second class or in ordinary trains besides the Rajdhani or 2 or 3 superfast trains. There are deplorable conditions in the passenger trains that are running in our country. Without water, without light, without the minimum amenities, the passengers have to travel in a very pitiable condition. And reserved compartments are full of people who are without reservation, and people are compelled to travel in that way. Because of the shortage of accommodation, people have to travel like beasts, and without reservation, people come to reserved compartments. The reservation has also been reduced to a fares nowadays. To make a reservation in an ordinary first class or ordinary second class has no meaning, because people would not be able to travel in their reserved seats, and they will be made to stand while others without reservation will sit there. स्पीड लगभग 83-84 की होगी। वेबसाइट पे उसको लगा दिया गया है, बता KC नंबर 212 है, 212 नंबर डिक्टेशन है, वहाँ जाकर इसको आप टाइप कर सकते हैं। पहले इसको अच्छे से पढ़िए, पढ़ने के बाद टाइप कीजिए। क्लास में 3 नमस्कार।